welcome to Wellness Wednesdays with Stephanie. I'm Stephanie Bucklin, your host, and I'm so excited to have this conversation today with Barbara Purdom. Barbara, I would love for you to give us a little introduction about your business and what you've been up to in the world.
Well, hi, Stephanie. Thanks for having me today. I appreciate it. I am actually the owner of Bodiac Holistic Medspa Spa. And we are a combination of a wellness center and a medical spa combined. Kind of just my belief, you want to treat the whole body, mental, emotional, spiritual. And so that's what our journey is about here. We offer everything from your most basic aesthetics to medical grade aesthetics. We are a holistic center for weight loss. We offer things for that as well as non-surgical procedures for people to help them there. And of course, our wellness center side, which we are starting to expand.
Woo. So exciting. So why did you get into this business? What inspired you to open the doors?
Well, my background prior to becoming an entrepreneur has been a lot around the medical pathway. So I worked for a medical device company for about 5 years, migrated into healthcare for about another 5, went into the insurance side of it too. So I just feel like this is the area that has always inspired me, giving me an ability to help people and take people to a different level. For me, the passion is around getting preventative care, I would say, and making sure you're taking care holistically of your total self, which isn't a sickness thing, right? A lot of people only want to go see somebody when they're sick. And my passion is no, every day is a day for wellness, and let's start now.
I agree. Absolutely. I am so passionate about that. I think that the healthier we are, the more we can show up in our lives and be present and experience life in a much bigger way. So health is one of our biggest assets.
That's right.
So you mentioned you're expanding the wellness center. That's exciting.
Yes, it is.
What are you bringing in?
I have some amazing new modalities that I am bringing in. So first of all, I don't know if you know, Stephanie, but I am in school right now on a fast track program for my PhD in natural medicine and quantum physics.
Nice.
So not a natural path. Everybody automatically assumes that. No, I am actually the one, though, that clients and naturopaths and other doctors for that matter will reach out to for the correct alternative modalities for whatever their client or patient is going through. So anything from food to energies and therapies. So I have taken the opportunity now to get started on my own modalities. So you're going to see some meditation added, pro-conscious meditation. We have hypnotherapy now. I have sound healing, which I just love now. And I wasn't so sure about it initially, but now I'm just like the biggest fan of it. It's amazing. And breath balance. We use biofeedback here. So the biofeedback can help me with anything from your heart rate variability to making sure that you're getting into the correct relaxed state for meditation or hypnotherapy. I can do brain mapping. With the sound healing, it's so amazing. I can do voice analysis. It's 99.7% accurate. So try that. And it will show me where there's misalignments between your physical body, your mental and emotional, and also your biofield. So think your chakras and your meridians, all of these things. So it will give me a report of where all of the differences are and misalignments. And it creates, using AI, a very individual, personalized sound healing of different frequencies and tones specific to bring you back into alignment. So it's not what everyone else is doing, it's specific to you. It's my favorite thing to do right now.
I love it. I want to come try it. Oh my
Yes,
goodness.
you'll have to try.
Yeah. So I would love to talk a little bit about how you're helping people. So what do you think is the most common thing or the common theme that people come in with?
Definitely for the wellness center, it's anxiety and stress, hands down. Even when people are coming into the aesthetic side and you talk to some of my other staff, this is the thing that is the common denominator with all of us, right? And it's one of my motivations for introducing the modalities that I did do. So let's help people, not de-stress. I think stress is a part of life, but how do you manage it so it doesn't have that negative medical impact on you?
Definitely.
You hear people, years ago when I was in healthcare, everything was about smoking. Smoking is what's going to, end all be all. Don't get me wrong. Smoking is harmful to your health, but really stress is the number one thing for me. It's being linked with so many diseases and conditions, strokes and heart attacks. So how to help you manage through that in a way where you can cope with it. We're not necessarily taught coping skills in schools. We're not taught coping skills, at home a lot. The parents are all working. So I would love to see at a young age children, starting with our children so we grow up to be adults, but we're just not there yet.
Yeah, I totally agree. In fact, I started a wellness center in California.
I love that.
It's called the Holistic Wellness Community Center. And my goal was essentially to teach people everything that I had just learned about health, holistic health, and why it was so important, why exercise is so important, why nutrition is so vitally important, why water is so important, all the basic things that we don't even know are important parts of our livelihood is nutrition. It's such a simple thing. Yep. Not to mention, you try to Google what is healthy, there are thousands of people giving advice on nutrition. Yes. And it's hard to get through all of that muck to understand exactly what you need as a person. And so I was like, well, I want to give people advice on their own nutritional needs. And according to my research, that means I needed to get a nutrition degree or a dietitian degree to give that kind of advice. So I ended up in Arizona to go back to ASU to get a nutrition degree. And lo and behold, you can actually run out of financial aid. I had no idea you could do that, but I am a very liberal student and I ran out of financial aid before I finished my degree. So I've decided that yes, nutrition is important, but standing in my own power and doing what I love is even more important. That's right. So finding the people that are doing this work out there and interviewing them for the podcast, very cool. But also standing in my own, what I am able to offer the world. I'm a psychic medium. I'm a Reiki practitioner. I'm a yoga teacher. These are all certifications. I don't need an education to do what I love, so it's awesome that we have this opportunity, especially here in Arizona. We've got WeHa here. We've got another place where you can learn about wellness and get some certifications here in Arizona. You don't have to have a bachelor's degree or a master's degree in this day and age. You can just get a certification and really build a business on it. It's beautiful. So what inspired you to get the PhD? Because that's a lot of work.
Oh, it is a lot of work. I'm actually starting all over. So what most people don't know is I actually already had 2 master's degrees. but I am completely changing the arena. While I've been in the industries and healthcare, it was more on the administrative and executive side. And I'm just more passionate about actually making the connection with the person.
Yeah.
And being able to, use some tangled hierarchy for some healing and healy experience, right? So that was so important to me. So I'm like, well, I'm going to go all in. And so far, not only have I gotten several certifications now, but I'm actually a board recognized health coach. So there's not a lot of those out there.
Yeah.
So through the American Association of Drugless Practitioners. So I feel very proud of that. The PhD for me, who knew that at 56 years old, I would get into quantum physics.
Right?
And I am all into quantum physics right now.
That's exciting.
My first month, Stephanie, I thought I was going to cry in school. I actually did. And I remember contacting my academic advisor. I'm like, I can't do this. And she just started laughing. She goes, no, I guarantee you can do this and we're going to help you. So that's been amazing. I'm working with some world-renowned instructors. So they're world-renowned in their areas. So it's just been so fascinating. So at 56, I feel completely rejuvenated, I think is the right word, and back to a passion that I haven't felt in so long. So
that's so exciting. And you've got a business that is slowly growing into something bigger, which is very exciting. So you've got, honestly, you've got the world at your foot. That is so cool.
Well, I get to meet some really interesting people. And the most fantastic thing is, now that I've started slowly introducing these modalities, I have people who are coming to me and saying, I never knew that you were going to do that. And can you please help me? And I can't tell you how good I feel now when I go to bed each night. And I wake up in the mornings, even on a Monday, and I'm like, let's go. I get to do this, right? So that's amazing.
Yeah, that's awesome. I have a kind of a related but unrelated question about being a CEO for a wellness center.
Yeah.
My experience was, it was a lot of freaking work and I did it all by myself.
Yep.
That was a mistake.
Yes.
So I'd love to hear your experience. So how long have you been in business?
We celebrated our 4th year anniversary on May 1st of this year.
Nice.
So I'm still a youngin, as I review.
Still a business owner. What did you start with? So it was a med spa. So what was your first?
No, actually, it was not even. What we started with was 2 things that we helped with. We were very young. It was my husband and myself. We actually started, Stephanie, in a 10 by 10 space. That was it. We rented a 10 by 10 space. And we did medical grade, non-surgical body sculpting for fat reduction and skin tightening. And I did non-invasive face uplifts. That was it. That's all I could afford when we first started, right?
Right.
I had this vision, but when you're a new entrepreneur getting started out, this equipment isn't cheap. People don't realize, they always say, well, I can't believe how much this costs. I'm like, yes, each machine is 6 figures. It's the real deal. So, so that's how we started. And then in 3 months, we expanded to the location I am now. My husband and I were working from 6 a.m. to 11 o'clock at night. And we just, it was really busy. And I had to look at him and say, okay, we either need to treat this as a job and have some work-life balance, or we need to grow this into a business and get some support. And we chose to grow. And then we came to this location, and last year we expanded to an additional suite in the same location. So yes, we've
Wow.
been
So
on a
cool.
very, very good trajectory, despite, opening a business right before COVID, and despite, right. And despite, the economic hardships of what we're going through in 2023 right now. So
Yeah, that is a powerful story because, honestly, as an entrepreneur, I've never been quite sure what is the right next step, and I think it is absolutely awesome that you were able to find success so early on and get it going into now this beautiful holistic wellness center. That is so awesome.
thank you. I am definitely blessed. I've
Yeah.
met some great people like yourself, and they've been strong supporters, and they get the word out for me. Like you, I really identify. I made the same mistake when I started, trying to do everything myself. So if you're going to start any business, that's my biggest lesson learned, get the right people into place for you, right? Get that tax person, get that CPA guy, get that HR person. Even if you can do it, you spend so much time and energy doing that, it takes you away from your passion almost.
Yes, absolutely. I did a lot of CEO activities that I did not enjoy in that
Yeah.
wellness center. And yeah, if I could have done it, if I was able to do it again, I would have started with more funding,
Yes.
and I would have started with at least one business partner that believed in the vision.
That's
Because I had
right.
an investor who didn't really believe in the vision
Yeah.
and constantly challenging me and telling me I'm doing things wrong. And I was like, oh my God.
Oh, well, it's good to kind of look at the mistakes, and make your adjustments, right? But
Mhm.
I always remember this. We look in the mirror, we see these physical bodies, right? This is what we see. But at the end of the day, we are energy. And whether that's vibrational energy or whether that's light energy, we are energy. And it's almost impossible to fail if you put that energy to work in the right way, right?
Mhm.
So use that energy, girl. You've got it. It's all over you. I can see that when I speak to you. You glow with it. It's impossible for us to fail at the end of the day. We can take some missteps. I definitely have done that, right? And I've had to change up direction. The key to that is just being flexible and make the change. But it's impossible to fail if you keep doing that.
Awesome. Thank you. So I think this is a good segue to how can people reach you, Barbara?
Oh, really easy. I'm going to give you my website, and I'll give you my phone. You can call or text our phone at 480-770-6271. You can also reach out to my website, bodiacmedspa.com, and I'm going to spell that BODIACMEDSPA.com. So those are the best ways to reach me. The fastest way is probably calling or texting, but if you'd like to see some information, sometimes that website comes in handy.
Sure, absolutely. Now, can people schedule appointments on your website?
They actually can go through the contact form, and then they'll get a QR code so they can schedule on their own, or we can help them.
Awesome. Okay. Wonderful. Now, is there any final thoughts about wellness that you'd like to share?
Right. You can't do what you need in life or take care of others on an empty vessel. So make sure that you're taking care of yourself.
Awesome. Yes, I wholeheartedly agree. Thank you, Barbara. I
Oh, thank you,
appreciate you
Miss
so much.
Stephanie. I appreciate you so much taking the time to get the word out.
Definitely. Okay. Well, have a good day.
You too. Bye.